If life is made up of moments of decision, how would you like to make better decisions? So today we're talking all things AI and decision making. I'm John Harris, and welcome to another episode of Exponential Radio. By 2025, next year and the next year, they're expecting to already have AI machine as a board director within companies to help with the decision making. So the machines are definitely coming. On the positives, we'll discuss some of the negatives as usual, and some of the things that you might think about, something that may be useful for yourself as far as creating or just for your information and discussion interest. Rational decisions from data review. So using big data to make rational decisions, and that obviously the other positive would be removal of conjecture and opinion making or gut feeling alone. A lot happens without the correct facts, and big data will help providing those facts, sorting those facts, and making them implementable. Reorganization will have to take place within organizations, big organizations, and especially government. Obviously, with machine learning and decision making, it's going to radically change the structure of government. It will induce innovation by its very nature, and there will be advances, obviously, within medicine, energy, all the different sectors that we've spoken about within finance and so on and so forth. So those are some of the positives. But as usual, we have to look at the other side with the negatives. So when you're talking about decision making and AI in particular, accountability, who actually owns will take ownership of decisions that have been made. If AI makes a decision and it goes south, who's going to be responsible and legally responsible? We're going to have to look at the legal frameworks that are going to have to come about in order to sort this one out. Another one, obviously, joblessness. A lot of jobs are going to go, as far as I'm concerned, it's only a matter of time, whether it's a decade or 2 decades, jobs are going to become redundant. And we're going to have to figure out how we're going to structure time in a meaningful way and create purpose for humanity. Hacking is another big one. You know, we've spoken about this ad infinitum. Obviously, is a very big issue. And as we use AI to do constructive things, there's two types of people in the world for me, the makers and the takers. There are other guys using AI to try and figure out how to steal and how to cause crypto crime. The next thing is digital vs real. We're looking at it being very difficult to separate the two. So by next year, certainly before 2029, I mean 2026 should I say, it's going to get very difficult to separate between a digital person and a digital representation of that person and various other facts, or issues. So it's going to create a problem as far as knowing whether that's actually what a person has said or hasn't said, and those are the rules that have been set down and so on and so forth. So these are things we're going to have to look at. Another one is inequality, and this is built into the algorithms. We've already seen some of the problems with ChatGPT when they put those filters in there and it started producing non-whites for everybody in history. So these are real issues. As soon as you mess and deceive AI, you're creating a whole Pandora's box. Another negative is the actual controls, the rules that these algorithms will set. I mean, if an algorithm is conditioned and told to adhere to certain rules and implement those rules, those could also become problematic. And that could lead to an existential threat to humanity. So these are things that have been spoken about. Elon Musk and the guys have been talking about this a lot. They're trying to decentralize power, whereas decentralize the whole system. The supercomputers being built now with quantum computing, the Blackwell CPU, and the power of the algorithms coming out now, they want them decentralized. I mean, if they set up some of these computers in a single building, it probably consume the power of a complete town. So they're having to decentralize them, and the power issue is going to become a real one. Funding down the line, finance itself, we're not sure how this whole Bitcoin, crypto, CBDC, how it's all going to unfold, and in the end, compute itself may become a currency. And people's ability to be part of that massive power. how they're going to log into it. Some things to think about. Humanity has evolved over many eons and thousands of years with politics, religion, and money, business, as part of an ever evolving scenario. And everything now really is corporations. Governments have been run by corporations, so politics is run by corporations. Obviously, the money making, and religion as well has really become a corporate entity. So, how AI is going to affect those various areas, key focus areas, is yet to be seen. Anyway, that's a little bit of something to think about with AI machines and decision making. For us as individuals, I've always believed that technological advance should devolve down to the individual as well as be decentralized, but it should be giving an equal playing field to the individual as opposed to being controlled and harnessed by huge corporations. So I believe that in its very nature, it must evolve towards the individual. If you can give a big enough lever and you can enable a single person to now utilize that lever that big corporations or many people used to have to be involved with, then it's giving power in the right direction. Anyway, as usual, you can get back episodes on johnarthurharris.blogspot.com, and we will see you in the next episode.